9 balls, 6 pockets, 4 players. The math is easy, but the game is not.
Look at this shot. He 3 rails the 7 ball here. 1, 2, 3, and down.
This is rack number 4. Team USA is breaking. Europe leads 2-1.
Rodney Morris. I saw nothing fall.
No, he made a ball.
Oh, he did?
Got a shot at the 1 in the side.
Oh, yeah, the 7 ball snuck in on me.
Yeah, just go around. Right back.
The problem this rack, Jerry, is going to be that 3, 6, 8. There's a jam up down there.
Yeah, this is a bit of an ugly table. It could take some work to get this one to go away.
A little too much, but I'm going to come around and leave you on this side. Yeah.
Now, if he could get that cue ball right back where it is now, the 3 ball's open.
That's it. Just the way you called it. Probably go 3 rails here. 1, 2, up. Didn't want to hit that ball.
It may have worked out, Jay.
A lot of distance.
It did.
Makes the shot a lot tougher, though, from that distance.
It does. And he's going to have to draw that cue ball off the 3 between the 6 and the 8.
Bubba!
Whoa.
He wobbled that one in the same pocket.
That pocket likes showing.
They look good now.
Yeah. Table opened up. Bit of a challenge on the 6, but Sean's got plenty of angle here to pull the cue ball back down table for the 6 in the side.
Don't go past that line. Yeah.
Once again, you read my mind, Jerry.
It's an open book.
Don't tell anyone, please.
I didn't go past.
He might bump the 8 here. He might just shoot the.
Up here, or you want me to come back around?
Yeah, that's what Rodney just said. How about bumping the 8 towards the corner? It's probably the easiest way to play shape.
You're not going to hit the 8, are you?
No.
Just got to make sure you don't bump the 8 down to the end rail. He's got a draw off the 6 ball. Oops, he went around.
Spin it.
I like that better than bumping it, the 8 ball, to be honest with you. At least you know where your ball is.
Yeah, it's a little dangerous when you start bumping balls for position.
Up to you. Anyway, yeah, wherever.
Rodney doesn't care. Put it anywhere. If I can see it, I can make it.
We got another good match here. I feel like they're all going to be close today, Jerry.
2-2. We are knotted up. It's a race to 6.
Let's try the decision.
The crowd getting into it now.
That's all. I was going to tell you that, but I was like, you're already down on the ball. You know, you're a bad dude.
Here you see the winning 9 ball. Sean Putnam saying, thank you, buddy.
Our 2 lefties for Team USA.
Yep. 2-2 in match number 3. America took the first 2. Coming up next, waiting in the wings, the great Johnny Archer versus another great player, Nick Vandenberg. And then Van Boning and Morris take on Suke and Melling.
Jerry, we haven't seen too many balls missed today.
No, the players have gotten comfortable with the table. They've gotten comfortable with the atmosphere in the arena. I don't even think they know the cameras are here.
The only errors I've seen have been positional errors.
Yeah. Let's see what they're saying.
If there's no gap between the 1 and 3 or 1 and 6,
you got a pop effect. If I'm on a slow roll forward, I got a chance of rising the ball and popping it. Every time I do it. There's a skid.
Chris was saying he sees a gap. He missed the 1 in the side. There's nothing down. The last second, the 8 rolls over and blocks the 1.
Match is tied at 2.
Very fortunate for Team Europe that it did, because this would have been a pretty easy table to clear except for this very first shot.
Illegal break or legal break? Do you remember?
It's a legal break.
It was a long time ago.
It was legal. The one came in and came out.
Just checking, making sure. Keep you on your toes.
They have to get 3 balls either pocketed or past the head string. That's where they break from. And what referee Ken Schumann is saying, the 1 ball did pass the head string and came back out. So that is a legal break. As you can see, the 4 and the 6 are down there.
Yeah. Push out. Again.
Rodney Morris calls a push out. Now on this shot, he can put the cue ball anywhere on the table he wishes, and then the incoming player has the option of taking the shot on or giving it back to Team USA.
Europe has the option.
Missed the whole one.
They are not going to be giving this back because there's a safety to be played here, a wall of balls down on the foot end of the table.
Yeah, I think Darren will come off the top side of the 1 ball and go all the way down table with the cue ball. Probably try to hide it behind that 3 and 9.
Yeah.
Here goes the cue ball down table. Oh, he went the other way.
Yeah, it works just as well.
Well, he left a little window here.
I think it's kicking in the side.
He did, but he didn't leave a pocket at the end of that window.
That's not the safety he wanted, though. He wanted to hide the 1 ball.
Now they can bank the 1 ball back up table and hide that cue ball right behind the 2. If the cue ball winds up touching the 2 ball, it's going to be a tough 1 ball to hit.
Can he execute this shot?
Oh.
Hit it.
Wow.
I'm surprised he kicked at that ball.
Yeah, I thought he would bank it. Sean not happy with the effort, but Rodney says that's okay. They're not going anywhere with this.
Once again, Team Europe has an open look at the 1 ball. No pocket, but several safety options here. This time he comes off the edge of the 1 ball, sends the cue ball down table, would like to put it behind the 5. He did it.
Well, congratulations in that corner. That was a fine shot. Clever to use the 6 ball to stop the 1 and keep it down there.
Push out.
Once again, we are going airborne.
9 feet away and hidden.
One of the most exciting shots in professional pool, the jump shot. Nice hit.
Hey, nice talking to you.
There it goes. There it goes. In position on the 2.
Sometimes the balls know who's supposed to win.
Sorry, guys.
Rodney says, sorry, guys, but he doesn't really mean it, Jerry.
Yeah, you can get on.
Yeah, you got to be polite.
Can you go inside and leave me here? Even if you stop
It's
here.
tough. We're all the way up here.
Yeah, because they're not going to play. Extension.
Extension.
You want it in here?
Actually, go in. Can you go into it softly?
Yeah.
Yeah, go into it. Just come off. Even if you clip the 9 a little, hit it speed to stay about a foot away. There you go. No, that's terrible.
No, he didn't want that bump, but it sure worked out well.
He was trying to bump the 9, not the 3, but boy, this worked perfectly. Looks like, I think from this angle, Rodney's going to have to draw down and play for the 4-6 combination.
No, he's going to go 2 rails now and go for short side shape.
Man.
Nice stroke he put on that ball.
Crikey.
Boy, Team USA is on fire today. What a form reversal from yesterday, Jerry.
Doesn't look like the same team.
No, it doesn't.
Shot.
Yesterday, though, you could see they just weren't getting comfortable. Today, they're very comfortable. They're having fun. And you well know that when you're having fun, you play better pool.
Yeah, they're very relaxed. After that first match, that first doubles match was huge.
Disrespectful, bro.
When Archer and Van Boning pulled it out 6-5, everything kind of changed. The whole mood of the event.
I don't go to McDonald's and disrespect you guys when you work.
I don't know what Rodney's talking about. He says, we don't go to McDonald's and disrespect you guys.
Yeah, where you're working. Yeah. That's a bit of a low blow.
I won a game the last match and he's one shark me.
Rodney is a funny character.
Now I know why Earl Strickland went crazy.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Hey, when Rodney's making jokes, he's playing good.
America edges out to a 3-2 lead. And you see Team Europe has to rededicate themselves.
They can't be talking to us every shot. You know, they mentioning every shot.
They've been doing it the whole time.
The whole time, bro. Fucking bad action, bro.
We can hear from over here.
You guys fans are bad action, man.
Yeah, but you're bringing it on yourself.
Rodney's asking for a little crowd
I'm talking
control.
to them. They're talking to me. It's different if American guys talking to me. You know what's up, bro.
You're bringing it on yourself.
I'm just telling you, your fans bad. I didn't say you were bad action, did I? Did I say you were bad action? I said you were supposed to tell them to be quiet.
Boy, Rodney's hot.
Who will be okay? You guys.
I have never seen Rodney that steamed. What he's saying is that European fans are talking when he
shoots. We can always handle it in
shoots.
the street later, too, if you want.
Girl.
Yeah, that's fucking pissing me off. Yeah, go ahead.
We do apologize for the emotions that these players are feeling. It's an exciting moment.
Little animosity between Rodney and Darren Appleton.
We do certainly apologize again for that behavior. We are going to be removing the microphones from the players so that you will not again be subjected to that.
I kind of like it, Jerry. There's a lot of emotion in the Mosconi Cup. I didn't hear swearing, but I guess there was.
Yeah, there was. We're going to take a moment here and straighten this situation out.
Sean, it's your break. Ladies and gentlemen,
Amazing.
we appreciate
And Earl's not
your
even here.
enthusiasm. Please, a little more respect when the players are down on the shot.
Kenny Schumann is admonishing the crowd.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's what it was all about.
Anyway, back to the action on the table.
Well, our show today is R-rated.
Break was legal.
Nothing down.
Europe's inning.
You know, Jerry, Team USA is rolling along real good. I don't think that's a good thing for Rodney to get upset like that. I don't think that's going to help them.
No. You want your emotions to always be positive and controlled.
Exactly. I know one thing, Jerry. Every time I ever got mad playing pool, I lost.
Every time I didn't get mad playing pool, I lost.
Did you ever win? This could change things. This could change things. I'm telling you, that little...
Yeah, tirades are never good.
I've never seen Rodney that upset. And I've been watching the guy play for 20 years. He kind of overdid it in his reaction there.
Well, he didn't like the reply he got.
I don't know. What did Darren say? Do you know?
I'd rather leave it alone.
Okay. You can tell me when we're off the air.
Extension.
It's a little tough because Darren's got a cue over the top of that 7-ball. Nicely done. He'll be all right here.
Chris Melling has a couple of ways to approach this shot. I have no doubt he'll put it into the side pocket.
He can go to the side or the corner, whichever he's most comfortable with. He's going down table.
Wow, he did.
It was one of those 50-yard line shots, Jerry. He could go either way. It was easier for him to play position going that way. Darren's got a good angle to get up on the 5-ball. Just go one rail off the side. He might be drawing the ball straight up table. Yeah, he did. Perfectly executed. Barely
escapes the kiss on the 9. But now every ball is available to a pocket. Nothing can stop them now but an error.
I'm just wondering if that argument's going to turn around the momentum in this match.
Well, there's been enough time now that the adrenaline should be out of the bodies.
Well,
watch out for the side pocket. Oh, misses it easily.
I don't think you want to get the Team Europe fired up, and they did. You're looking at probably the scrappiest player in professional pool, Darren Appleton. He's a little bulldog, this guy.
I like the way he plays, Appleton. He doesn't overdo things, doesn't try to do anything fancy. He just gets the job done time after time after time.
World 10-ball champion, two-time U.S. Open champion, last year's Player of the Year. Not a bad record.
Partnered with a man who doesn't know how to miss. Chris Melling to deposit the 9-ball and tie this match at 3 games apiece. It's a race to 6. He's done that, and the European crowd shows their approval. Americans sit and wait for the next rack. Right now, we're going to take a little bank shot. We'll be right back.
Here we go. It's the doubles you see going on right now. Johnny Archer, America's #1 man, coming up next. Nick Vandenberg, and one more doubles. Shane and Rodney, Ralph and Chris. 2 more great matches. And we got a good one going right now, Jerry.
Oh, and this is a big one.
This is rack number 7.
Only 1 point separates these 2 teams. If America takes this one, it's all knotted up. But if Europe takes it, they've got a little 2-point edge.
Well, there's no love lost in this match.
You noticed.
I don't see anything going down.
I heard nothing fall.
No
Illegal
shot
break.
on the one. Once again,
Option
the one
to
is
the
blocked.
USA.
It's an illegal break.
He's got 3 choices here. He can shoot at the one and play a safety. He can push out, or he can give the table back to Team Europe.
Well, that's a tough decision to make right here because there's not a great place to push to unless you want to push to a bank or a kick. I mean, a jump or a kick.
I think he can see the edge of the one. I think they're going to give it back. I think ultimately they'll give it back to Team Europe.
Wouldn't surprise me, but they're going to explore this theater and keep the tension high as long as they can before they turn it back.
They're giving this one a lot of thought. Well, this is one time I'd like to hear the conversation. Long discussion going on between Rodney and Sean. They're giving it back. That's what we thought was going to happen.
That did not start till 3 seconds were showing the beeps. It's within their time, no foul. They've passed the shot back to Team Europe.
You'll notice that America waited till the very last moment to give the table back, and that's a smart move. Now the Europeans have a decision to make.
This match is knotted up, 3 games apiece. Realistically, we're playing a race to 3 now for this match.
Extension has been called. Puts another 30 seconds on the clock.
After the break, they actually have 60 seconds. I mean, after the break shot.
Right.
So they got a little extra time. He's going to come off the edge of the one. Not going to push out. He's going to try and bring the cue ball all the way down table.
Well, he better hide because he's left that one ball awfully close to the pocket, and he did not hide it. America's got a shot on the one. But it's straight in, and the cue ball's on the rail.
Yeah, this is tough here, Jerry.
Take a look at the way this cue ball sets up down here.
I didn't hear them calling for an extension.
It looks like a mistake, but it's really not.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Tough shot. Playing off the rail. And that's the result. We saw Chris Melling miss a shot off the rail yesterday. Now you've seen this shot missed off the rail. If the greatest players in the world don't want to play off the rail, neither do you.
A nice opportunity for Team Europe here. As you can see, the one is wide open, and so is everything else.
Chris, you still have an extension left. The board is wrong. Okay.
Rodney Morris there.
Your team has an extension left.
You know, he was playing just great when he was
60
laughing and joking with the crowd and relaxed, but now he's gotten himself uptight, and it may have affected his play and that of his team.
Boy, his mood shifted fast, too.
Like a light switch. But that's the pressure of the Mosconi Cup.
No problem now for Team Europe. They can take the lead in this match.
Appleton using the rest. Bit of a thin slice here on the 6. No problem getting on the 7.
Down table and right back up for the 7.
Needs it to stop.
Wait a second.
Where's that ball going?
What did he do there, Jerry? He didn't have to do that. I think he wanted to use a little inside English. It just didn't take. Darren might have to bank this ball. And I'm not sure if it does it bank past the 9?
Hard to say. Yeah, I believe it does. I do believe it does.
A critical position error there by Chris Melling. One of the few mistakes we've seen him make in 2 days. Well, Darren's looking at the bank shot.
Extension.
In all fairness, that cue ball managed to move a good 12 feet and hit 2 rails. It's like none of the energy ever left it.
This looks good. And it is.
Nice recovery. Banks are open for Darren Appleton. Chris Melling just plays a little stop shot here. Now he rolls forward, comes back off the rail. Perfect.
Europe is going to take the lead.
Indeed they do, and the European fans say thank you very much. Here comes the captain, Johan Rusnick, down to congratulate his kids. And the crowd again settling into this match. Here's another look at this bank shot. That's what sealed the deal for Team Europe.
That was a tight shot. He didn't have much room to get by the 9 there.
Well, a little talk to calm the nerves. And again, the crowd enjoying all the action here. The city of entertainment. You are joining us at the MGM Grand.
Team USA needs to get back on track here. Ever since that little tete-a-tete, it's gone Europe's way.
No, ready to go.
Rodney Morris.
Rack 8, Team USA breaking. Europe leads 4-3.
About to take them apart.
Can he calm his nerves? 1 ball down.
2 more balls past the head string, so it's a legal break.
I think there's going to be a shot at the 2. This is a good break.
Yes, indeed.
Nice spread.
Take another look. 1 into the side, the 6 ball, and the 8 ball past the head string. So now it's just a matter of the cue ball getting shape on the 2, and it does.
Everything's wide open here, Jerry.
Yes, it is. He's overrun that shot a bit. Morris may need to punch this a little bit.
does.
No, he decided to.
He's
slow
okay.
it.
He's okay.
Well,
Sean can go down around that 5 ball. That's what I think he'll do here.
Sean just has to make certain that he does not run into that 5 ball.
Well done.
Perfect.
Now this is a lot of stretch here for Rodney. He may need the bridge. Yeah, see, this is a little. He's calling for the bridge.
There's Mike DeShane and the captain, Charlie Williams, taking in all the action here.
Boy, what a big match Mike just played against Ralph Souquet.
Yeah, really. That was beautiful pool.
Well, I don't know about that. Will this 6 ball go past the 8? This is, yeah. Sean's leaning down. This is a narrow opening to get the 6 past the 8 in that corner pocket. Of course, we've seen that pocket's been pretty forgiving already. There it is. He's got about 2/3 of a pocket here. Nicely done by Sean Putnam.
That's the way I've seen Sean play all year.
He's probably had his best year.
Yeah, very, very precise play from Putnam now.
He just finished second in the U.S. Open to Darren Appleton.
Yep.
Can Rodney lean out there for this? He might need the bridge again. Let's see, there.
Taking an extension.
Man, that's a long extension. Look at that thing. That thing's like 2 feet long. Can they complete this wreck? Sean's been the one that's looked good. Perfect position for Rodney.
Putnam really coming into his own in this year's Mosconi Cup. 4-4 now. We're down to a race to 2. Whoa, this is such a big, big point in this match. We told you about it before.
You can see the score up there. Team USA can tie up the Mosconi Cup if they win this match.
Both crowds trying to cheer their boys on to greatness.
Jerry, I know it's been said before, but this is the most exciting event in the pool year right here. Nothing like the Mosconi Cup.
Indeed. And what I like about it is the fans have so much fun here.
I don't think it's been said yet, but I want to mention 18 years ago, this is the brilliant creation of Matchroom Sport and Barry Hearn. Thank you, Barry, wherever you are. I love it. Look out!
A huge scratch from Chris Melling. That's got to be a knife to the heart.
At the last moment, the 6 rolls down and blocks the 2. Otherwise, it would have been a wide open table. Watch this. At the last second, watch the 6 ball come from nowhere and block this 2.
I'm not sure the 2 has a pocket available anywhere. It may go down into the corner, but the 6 may stop that.
Well, there's some good safety. Look, watch this. He's going to freeze this cue ball against the 6. He's going to lock him up tight. We call this putting your opponent in jail.
He doesn't have the 1 rail kick because the 9 ball is laying there.
He's going to have to shoot a Z shot to kick this one, going 2 rails.
What my cohort is talking about, the Z shot, would be to take the cue ball from here to here to here and then out.
Extension.
And that, my friends, is a very tall order.
Now he's looking at going 2 rails. See where he's putting his cue, Jerry? That's what he's looking at. Where he put this cue, he wants to go 2 rails out of the corner. This is a hard ball to hit.
I'm telling you.
The bad news is, even if he hits it, he'll probably give up his shot.
Yeah, he's going to need a roll here.
He missed it.
He missed it. Well, no shame on Darren for that. That was quite a challenge.
USA has cue ball in hand. Europe is on 2 fouls.
Boy, that was so close. But we're not playing hand grenades here. Close just doesn't count.
You know, they haven't given any consideration to the 4-9 combination. What?
You know, the way this table lays out, I like that 2-9 combination.
The 5 ball is going to be the problem here. Getting position on this 5 ball. Although, with this angle, he's going to have to put that cue ball over it. Well, they're thinking about the 5-6 combination. Sean's going to have to come up with a good position shot right now. He did. I think he left Rodney a perfect angle on this combination.
The challenge of a combination shot is not only making the shot, but plotting the path of the intervening ball so that you can shoot on it next time, and he did that perfectly.
Good call, Jerry. Team USA just about to take the lead and get to the hill. Remember, we're only going to 6 in these matches. Relatively short match in professional 9-ball. That applies a lot of pressure to each game.
Sean making sure that he and Rodney are in agreement on the position that he should play off of this 8-ball.
Sean has just played superbly in this match. Perfect position for Rodney.
And Team America now sitting on the hill with a 5-4 lead in this match. This match huge. We could wind up with a tie ball game after this next rack. Those two in a pretty good mood right now, talking to their captain, Charlie Williams. Still a bit of a task, and there the Europeans looking for a little more opportunity than they've had thus far.
Boy, this would be huge for Team USA if they can come back from a 4-1 deficit and tie it up in 3 matches. The MGM Conference Center. This room is packed with fans. One half of the room is rooting for Team USA, and one half of the room is screaming for Europe.
There is Johan Rusnik. He is the European non-playing captain. Nobody more into this match than he.
He's got a little bit of a long face today, Jerry.
Don't blame him.
Ball's going down. Look out, cue ball. Look out, cue ball. Oh.
I mentioned that Europe needed an opportunity. They just got it.
Team Europe has ball in hand. Start the clock, please.
Wow. Huge, huge moment here.
Watch the cue ball.
Down. And you can see the reaction from Sean Putnam. Total frustration.
He made 2 balls in the break. Team Europe's got ball in hand with 7 balls on the table. Nothing tied up anywhere here, Jer.
Boy. The face of frustration.
Looks like we're getting ready to have a hill match here.
Wow. 1 rack to determine whether you're tied or have a 2-game margin.
Did you notice what he did there?
Yeah.
He moved that 9 out of the way, so the 5's got 2 pockets now. That was a very good opening shot. This is about the only shot that he's got to execute here. Get position from the 5 to the 6.
Well, unless the table is totally clustered, you expect players of this caliber to get through the rack once they get ball in hand.
Well, he went a little bit far here. Chris is going to have to go around this 8 ball, just like this. Well done. Now Darren's going to have to draw the cue ball up table for the 9. He's fairly straight in, too. He's going to have to hit this ball hard, Jerry.
Well, I've got a straight look at the shot from where I'm sitting, Jay, and it's not quite as straight as it appears on our monitors.
Will he play short rail position here, meaning coming down to the right side?
He could, but he may have enough angle to come back across the table. We'll see.
Looks like he's drawing straight back up table. Oh, he cheated that pocket. Beautiful shot.
Folks, we are going to the hill.
Double hill.
5-5 in a race to 6 with all to work for in this next rack. Oh, can they keep their nerves together for one more set of 9 balls?
Hey, Jerry, do you think we'll see a handshake after this match or a punch?
9-ball down. Congratulations all around.
Emotions very high today at the Mosconi Cup. It almost had to turn out like this, Jerry. Hill.
The question is, will America rise from their chairs, or will there be a break and run for Team Europe to keep the dream alive?
Who's breaking here?
Europe.
Wow. Big advantage.
Sean scratched on the last one.
That's right.
Big smiles from Chris Melling, which we see quite often from that wonderful young man.
Darren Appleton to take the all-important break shot in the case game.
Rack,
case game means it's got to be the last game of the match.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but Chris Melling's father is here to watch this match, and it was his 60th birthday yesterday when Chris had that wonderful day.
He'd like to have another birthday celebration today. One ball on the side. Watch out, cue ball. Watch out, cue ball.
It's going to. Oh, I thought the 7 was going to kick it in. But no matter, the cue ball is in jail.
He's going to have to push out here.
Take another look at the way this table just weirds out. I thought that 7 was going to send it into the corner instead. The 6 comes up to lock him up tight.
This is such a bad situation, Jerry. They're actually considering kicking at the 3 ball.
Well, it's a tough roll.
This break did not work for Team Europe.
There you see Suke and Fayen.
This is a real tricky proposition here. What do you think, Jerry? Do you push out?
I think that's what I would be looking for. Even if you have to hit it hard and try and send it 3 rails down table.
Darren was actually pointing as if he wanted to kick at the 3 and hit the 6. If somehow they can make the 3, look at that. That's what he's looking at. If he can make the 3 hit the 6 ball, it will go in.
The 6 ball's dead if you can come at it from that direction.
But you know how hard that is to do.
That's a very tall order.
Chris Melling to shoot. He's kicking at this ball.
He sure is.
The match is on the line. Look at this shot.
You're kidding me. What a fantastic shot from Chris Melling. The crowd on its feet. My goodness. Captain Johan Rusna can't be happier.
What you just saw was the shot of the Mosconi Cup so far. Nice hit. Nice hit.
But he's left an open shot on the 3.
With some distance. That was a good hit on that ball. They didn't want to give up ball in hand, that's for sure.
Yeah, in all fairness, Rodney needed a roll, and he did not get it. Now America has to pray for a chance to get back at the table.
A little bit of a tough angle on this 4 ball. This has now become the key shot of the rack. He just has to roll this 4 ball in. He will have shape on the 5. He overcut it. He overcut it.
Oh, my. He has given the Americans a chance to tie the Mosconi Cup.
Very rare miss today. I have to say it was a tough shot, though.
Yeah, but he missed it big.
I'll tell you what, Jerry, this is it right here. If he can make the 5-ball, everything else is hanging. They'd almost have to miss cue not to get out here.
You just got to keep it together. Keep your nerves in check. Try nothing fancy. Play very simple, direct pool.
It's a long stretch here for Rodney, but I think he can lean out on the table for this one.
Yeah, he's
just
lucky.
draw straight back up table for the 8.
Lucky to be
Nicely done.
left-handed.
What a match.
Oh, the Americans are going to start celebrating early.
I want to see the handshake.
The Americans have done it. They have taken this match 6-5. The Mosconi Cup is tied at 4 games apiece. The Americans were in the grave when they came out this morning. They were zombies, the walking dead. Now they are a marching army on the road. Goodness gracious, look at the emotion in this room. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. No one could have expected after yesterday for America to come back like this. Folks, it's only going to get better. We'll be back in Las Vegas with you in just a moment.
It's only day 2, but look at this. You can see what it means to them. Another victory for the Americans. They've pegged another one back. They started the day trailing 4-1. The Rocket, Rodney Morris, he's over the moon. Absolutely over the moon, and so they should be. They're yet to lose a match this evening. 2 games left. At the moment, it's 4 apiece. 2 points to play. The race to 11. We're only on day 2, would you believe? Jim White is with me now, and I must point out there was some bad language in that game. Again, we did apologise at the time, and we will apologise again. It's obviously a live sport, and emotions are running high. That's still no reason to do it. We do apologise if you were upset. Again, our apologies. But we've had that in the past with Earl Strickland. You know, we've had controversy, shall we say? But when it becomes personal and there are personal threats between 2 players, that's something we don't want to see in the Mosconi Cup.
Yes, I truly think that's out of order. I mean, as you said, their emotions are very high. They're running ramped up right now. These guys are getting jeered up. We've seen it in the past with Earl, but, to threaten somebody and ask him to go outside, I think that's a little out of order for Rodney. But I'll be willing to bet you Rodney will be the first to apologize to Darren.
Why do you think that happened? Because during the game, it looked like, Rodney, let's be fair, he's one of the nicest characters in the sport. He's quite bubbly. He's always making jokes when he's walking around the table. And then all of a sudden, he just seemed to snap.
You know something, again, it's just everything is running on high pitch right now. The Mosconi Cup brings it up. The fans, everybody is wired, and, the heat of the moment. We've seen it many, many times. It's almost like it's a physical contact sport. You see it in hockey, football, a lot of the American sports. These guys are very intense, and they're showing it out on the pool table. And any reason to let out some of that emotion, and you can see it flies out. And very uncharacteristically from Rodney, I have to say.
We like spicy Mosconi Cups. This one's already, we're halfway through day 2. It's so spicy already.
Well, and another bit of controversy, I can tell you, Team Europe, they're very agitated right now because they feel that the Americans are cheating by showing each other where to hit the ball, getting out of snookers, out of hooks. And Ralph, I mean, that's the most emotional I've seen Ralph Souquet ever. And I can tell you, I've seen a lot of Ralph Souquet. So I wouldn't want to be in the European dressing room right now, I'll tell you.
Charlie Williams, non-playing captain, been there, done it and seen it. As a player in the Mosconi Cup, played 5 times. Is that an advantage? We've talked about this a few times now, that obviously Johan doesn't have. Although Johan has won it as a non-playing captain twice and drawn one, he's yet to lose it. How much of an advantage does Charlie have knowing exactly what it's like to sit there and to play shots in this competition?
Well, you know something, Charlie played with a lot of emotion too. He's the first one to be out on the table. If he wins a match, he shows all the emotion. As a captain, you can't expect him to be any less dominant in that form as well. So he'll be trying to get his troops geared up. He feels that emotion, if that's the way to win the match, and everything's working for them right now, it's pretty hard to argue with success.
Well, we like spicy. It's getting spicy. I think it's going to get even spicier. A quick break from myself and Jim, and when we come back, more live Mosconi Cup. We'll see you in a second. Welcome back to day 2. This is the order of play. Defending champions, Europe started 4-1 up. Now look at it, 4-4. It's the race to 11. 2 matches left this evening. A bit later on, it's doubles. Van Boning and Morris against Suke and Melling. But next up, it's a singles match. Johnny Archer against Nick Vandenberg.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the action. We are coming to you live from the MGM Grand, Las Vegas, Nevada. Matchroom Sport proudly present the PartyPoker.net Mosconi Cup. Coming to you live here on Sky Sports HD. 30-second shot clock. Referee in charge of the action is Michaela Tabb. It's now time to meet the players. It's singles action, and would you please welcome firstly, representing Team Europe, El Nino, Nick Vandenberg! And now, ladies and gentlemen, representing Team USA, it's the Scorpion. Here's Johnny Archer!
Well, if you're a European fan, you've got to feel like you're on a slippery slope right now. You led 4-1 coming into day 2. You've just been pegged back. You've lost the first 3 matches. And a man who has been arguably one of the weakest players on Team Europe is coming to the table in Nick Vandenberg. And he's up against Hall of Famer, former world U.S. champion, you name it, Johnny Archer. America has to feel like they are in the catbird seat right now.
Good try. Europe with the lag.
Happy to be joined by Andy Goldstein. Andy, we've seen it all here today, and I'll tell you what, the emotions are running very high out there. Johnny Archer's the perfect man to come in, take the reins, settle everything down, and just seize control.
He's indeed. I do feel for Nick Vandenberg. It's such a big point this for both of them, but more so Team Europe. They need to stop the rot. Haven't won a point yet this evening. They need to win this one.
Well, Nick is going to have to show us a lot better form than he has to this point in this event. He's looked very edgy, and I think that's a very fair statement. But he's so capable. Every one of these players on both Team Europe and Team USA, they're here by right. They've distinguished themselves all year long in Mosconi Cup ranking events.
Should be enough room there. Ball over the hole makes it a slightly bigger pocket. Can flick it in.
Yes, for Nick right now, it's as much. Yes, he used the bigger pocket, Andy. He's got the 2, and now he can use the 5 to try and hold position from the 2 to the 4.
Yeah, I think he'll just be dropping this in to take the 4 ball into the other corner pocket. It's amazing, Jim, when you're watching snooker and you've got a ball over the hole making it big. It's amazing the amount of times you don't actually use it. That's a very clever shot. Nudging it out of the way, clearing the path of the 4 ball.
How well did he play that shot? This is exactly what Nick Vandenberg and Team Europe need. Now, if Team Europe can escape day 2 and seize the last 2 points, they have to feel like they've won the lottery.
I think they'd take 5 all if you offered it now.
Still one more doubles match to be played. following this singles clash. Shane Van Boening, Rodney Morris will be coming out again. Ralph Souquet, Chris Melling to close out what has been a very red day for Team Europe.
And interesting what you were saying to me in front of the table before the break, that Ralph Souquet was very upset with Rodney in that last match. He's coming onto the table next against Rodney.
As much emotion as I've ever seen from the Kaiser, and I've spent a lot of time with him, Andy. I don't know if Ralph is the type of player that can lasso that emotion and put it on the pool table. Oh, this is a great performance from Nick Vandenberg, and a man whose confidence had to be wavering a little bit. This is the tonic. And in my eyes, Vandenberg taking out Archer would be no different than Mike Duchesne beating Ralph Souquet. Same sort of favoritism you'd have to give to the elder statesman, but Vandenberg doesn't care. He secures the first rack. It's 1-0 in the race to 6. Very happy, Andy. Look at him just controlling his breathing. That's a man who has accepted the situation. And there's the order of play. There's what's happened. There's what's yet to come.
Look at that, 2 6-5s as well. You take 2 points off USA and stick them on Europe. 6-2, completely different.
Yes, you got to win those close ones. Pivotal when the final tally is completed. But looking at the venue here, no empty seats, and the crowd has really gotten into it here on day 2.
The atmosphere has been amazing, although without sounding too biased, last year in Bethnal Green's York Court, the best atmosphere I've ever worked in. Just incredible. 600-700 people every day, packed to the rafters. Some of the Europeans were actually being passed around by the crowd after a victory.
Archer with the break. Rack number 2. Already trailing 1-0 in the race to 6.
Just look at Nick Vandenberg. Look, his hands on his knees, focused.
He's trying to control his breathing. You could see him. He knows the pressure's there. He's accepted it. Now he's just trying to gather it and use it to try and focus. No point in trying to block out the pressure. Every living human being that knows the Mosconi Cup knows you're dealing with it.
I was chatting to Michaela Tabb a few matches ago when she was not refereeing. She said it's amazing that these players, all the players, the 10 players in the Mosconi Cup, have been there, done it, they've all won, you know, the big competitions. In the Mosconi Cup, they miss balls they would never, ever miss.
Just spinning the cue ball so that he could kind of change the angle and hold for position to the 2.
He played a very clever shot when he was last on Johnny Archer, which 9-ball players, if you play in your clubs or at home, where he played a normal shot, a normal straight shot, the ball was just off the cushion. He played cushion first with a bit of English, I think you guys call it.
He's mishit this. He's mishit this, Andy. He tried to drop below the 3. He left himself the angle on the 2 purposely to try and drop below the 3. Played into the corner, and he's just over-screwed this. Tried to drop between the 8 and 3. Well, now, looks like it's going to be defense, unless he wants to try and bank this into the corner pocket.
I think that's what he's doing. Could have pushed the 8 in. I bet he didn't even see that shot. That's a good safety, let's be fair, but...
Very good containing shot. No difficulty in hitting this. Getting it safe, another story. Nick knows he's got that side cushion.
Extension.
problem is you can't really even think about jumping this because the cue ball is so far away from the ball it would be jumping over, so he's got to go off. I would imagine 2 cushions.
Well, the danger
Maybe
going in
even
behind
3.
it, though, Andy, is you could go in off into the corner pocket, scratch into the corner pocket. So he's going the short rail. This is a tougher hit. What? Not for Nick Vandenberg.
Wants that to hit it. That's a great shot. That's a great shot.
See, he took the scratch out of the equation going that way.
Yeah, the other way you'd have come cushion first, hit the ball, and the white could have carried on into the corner pocket.
But do you really want to get into a chess game with a grandmaster?
Extension.
I've said it many times. You know, my background is snooker, and I've learned to play pool and watch pool over the years commentating. But if I ever wanted to learn the game, to play the game properly, I'd want to get locked into a room with this gentleman.
Oh, tried to knock the 8 ball in, completely missed it.
Ball in hand.
Must ask Jim. I've heard you say it quite a few times now. What game is snooker?
Start the clock.
Do you mean snooker?
It's
Jim?
American snooker.
Oh, okay.
Just enough room for that cue ball into the corner pocket. That was a little unlucky. Tried to carry him into the 8, knock the 8 in, and it should cost him, will likely cost him the second rack.
Jim, let me ask you, who do you support in this?
You know what? Every one of them are friends of mine. I just
don't sit on the fence with this
without
question,
sitting
Jim.
on the fence. All I want to tell you is the most honest statement I can give you is I just want to see a real good match. I want to see it. I want it to be close. And I'd like to see good pool win as
Jim,
opposed to bad pool losing.
Look at me. Who do you want to win? Give me a name, Jim. He's just mouthed America to me, everyone.
No, it truly, that's the most honest statement I can give you is I just want everybody to play well. I want the world, I want the pool world to be treated to one of the premier, not one of the premier event.
Well, so far on day 2, that's exactly what they've had. Wonderful stuff in this year's Mosconi.
Good shot.
That's a wonderful shot.
Good shot from Nick there. That's one thing that the Mosconi Cup will create. If you're not a fan of pool, you will be. And every year, especially when we come to America, you know, a lot of the crew, we get new people working on the event, and when they leave, they're pool fans. For a 2-0 lead, El Nino.
Slightly harder than he would have liked. He still should get this, though.
You
don't win Mosconi Cups.
Well, he just
missing
asked,
shots like this.
He just asked for an extension, to which Michaela Tab said, "You don't have one." So he got down pretty sharpish. This for 2-0.
Right into the middle of the pocket. Nick Vandenberg, 2-0 over Johnny Archer. An upset that Team Europe desperately need to stop the rot here on day 2. Archer blowing on his hands, still getting a pat on the back and support from his teammates and captain Charlie Williams.
Is whatever happens on the night, Jim, is it irrelevant? Is it just leading at the end of the night? If you were to win the last 2 points and go in 6-4, even though America have had the better day's play, would that matter to them? Is it just about taking the lead into the night?
You know something, winning that last match of the day is always crucial.
Rack 3.
Just allows the team to carry that little bit of initiative into the following day. But I mean, doesn't matter how you slice and dice day 2, this has been a great day for Team USA. 3-2 was the worst they could have. Now it's the worst they can possibly look at. Vandenberg.
I was going to say, he needs a good white ball. So many times we've seen the white just lose control. what they try and do is just leave the white in the middle of the table. We've seen it a few times around the blue spot if you're a snooker fan, and he hasn't done it then. And the reason would be to leave yourself the most options, if you like, when you shoot in the one ball.
3 balls off the break there, Andy. I'll tell you what, since they started using the triangle to rack the balls, all of a sudden they have been dispersing and finding pockets. And that's a great break. It's just one good positional shot. He knows he can get the long 2. Position to the 3, just the left-hand side as we look. And everything will be there for him.
Looks like he's coming around off 2 cushions. Well, I'm astonished he played it like that.
He tried to kill the cue ball.
There was just no need to do that.
He just tried to kill it with a drag shot, slow bottom, and just mishit the center of the cue ball. And it just flicked. It just deflected off that Q-tip enough. And you can see that it had side spin on it. That's what created that miss. He did not want the side spin.
Listen, who am I to sit here and tell him how to play that? But I can ask you, should he be playing a shot like that with the amount of pressure that's on them? As soon as you start putting side on cue balls, with pressure on top of you, the shot becomes so much harder. And he didn't need to. He could have rolled it in and he would have had the cue ball exactly where Johnny's got it now.
Well, but again, rolling a ball when you're under pressure and you know you're nervous, never easy. A lot easier when you can just get down and let that cue arm go.
But Johnny Archer won't care. He's back in and he's got a chance to pull one rack back.
What do you think that man, Johan Rushing, European captain, what has he told his troops to keep them in a positive frame of mind?
Extension.
A little bit more angle than Johnny would have liked. The only danger here is the opposite side pocket. Johnny won't try and get too close to the 8 because if he did, he'd be bringing that side pocket into play. Oh, great shot.
That was wonderful.
Great shot. Feathered that in, went above the side pocket. Niels Fayen on the left, Darren Appleton on the right. And Darren with a lot on his plate, a lot on his mind.
I think we should inform Rodney Morris as well that Darren used to be a boxer.
And maybe Darren will inform him. Now, did I say that Johnny didn't want to get too close to that 8?
Oh, look at that.
He hit the 6 so well. He was perfect on the 8. Look at the position to the 9. To get out of the gate, he'll still trail 2-1 in this match. Johnny Archer, the Scorpion, stings back. It's 2-1 still in favor of Nick Vandenberg and Team Europe in this match. But Archer will have the break in rack number 4. Stay with us. There's an awful lot more action coming your way from Vegas. Pool action of the very highest quality, the Mosconi Cup. Team Europe versus Team USA. It was a 4-1 lead coming into day 2. And there you see what's happened already. 2 more matches to be played. We're in the middle of the 4th. And USA has had it all their way. Johnny Archer versus Nick Vandenberg. 2-1 at this point in the match, but it's Archer with the break.
We spoke earlier on this evening about the fact that the 2 times in defending US Open champion Dan Appleton yet to play a singles game, and the reason is that they're saving him for tomorrow. I disagree. I'd put all the big guns out as soon as possible. Surely it's best to just have as big a lead as possible, isn't it? What's the point of saving them, Jim?
Well, don't you save your best runner for the final lap?
Then you let them get close and you might not have the opportunity to.
Not what Archer wanted off the break.
Ball shot. Ball
Lost the
in
cue ball. Watch it again.
hand. Start the clock.
Yeah,
Straight off. Oh, it got kicked, Andy. That's unlucky. Either way, it's not what Archer wanted to see. But that brings Vandenberg to the table with ball in hand. This is a situation at this level you can't fail from.
Yeah, if you could pick the balls up and put them anywhere on the table, roughly you'd do that, spread them out. None of them on a cushion.
And everything's so easy. From the 2 to the 3, 4 right there. Yeah, that's not the best shot that he's played.
No, he wanted it a bit straighter so he wouldn't be moving the white ball up the table. Now it's a more delicate shot. Drop this in and hold for the 4.
Just means he's got to slow roll this. You know, when you slow roll balls, anything can happen.
See, the white ball's gone a long way from that 4, where had he been straight on it, he would have been a lot closer to it.
This should have been straightforward. Just one lax positional shot. Now he's had to play a little bit and manufacture some shots.
This is by no means easy. When you're playing in your local club, when you're in the Mosconi Cup,
Extension.
and your team haven't won a point the entire evening, this is a very tricky shot.
Had to kill the cue ball off 2 cushions there. Played that beautifully. Now he's back in line again.
Wasn't easy, but made to look easy. Shouldn't miss from here.
Well, a little straighter than he would have liked on this 6.
2 ways to play this. He can play it in this corner of the pocket and pump the white off the side rail, or he can run through and come round. Most pool players will tell you the least amount of work that the cue ball needs to do is the best way to play a shot. That's absolutely fine. Drop this in, take the 9 into the other corner, 3-1. 3 points away from 5-4. Win the last one, 6-4. Happy days. Sometimes it's just too easy, Jim.
Sounds easy, doesn't it? Well, you got the first part of it right, Andy. It's going to be 3-1. The rest I'm not so sure about. And 3-1 is confirmed. Vandenberg benefiting from that scratch off the break from Archer. And again, Archer knows it's Nick to break next.
And look what he means to him. Pumps the air.
He's been one of the better players in Europe for a number of years now. And he had to play some good pool to secure his spot on the Mosconi Cup this year. Another one of his friends and countrymen, Huji C, narrowly missing out. World 9-ball champion,
Rack
didn't
5,
make Team Europe.
Europe
Mika
to
Immonen
break, leading by 3
didn't
racks
make
to
Team
The
one.
Europe.
Iceman's not here, of course.
What does that tell you about Team Europe's makeup? Mind you, you can say the same thing about Team USA. Players like Dennis Hatch,
No Corey
not
Jewell.
there. No Corey Deuel.
I think Rodney as well just about made it in.
Just needed a good performance in the U.S. Open. There's no free passages into the Mosconi Cup anymore. Rack number 5, 3-1. Vandenberg's lead. Well, that 1 has been going into the side pocket on a regular basis. It's a legal break. He's got the cue ball right next to the 2. A big chance here for Nick. Position to the 3 as we see the break once more. position from the 2 to the 3 will be the key shot already in this rack. See, he's looking to play this with topspin and a trace of right-hand side into the cue ball. Try and take the cue ball. Telestrator. Try and take the cue ball from the 2 into the cushion here, and he may have to try and come between these colors into this area. Just about like that.
Been watching the Mosconi Cup for 18 years. First time you've got that one right, Jim.
The odds were in my favor.
That was a wonderful shot. That really was.
Looks to have the perfect angle here. Get a little closer to the 6. The only danger is just, again, overhitting it. You know, you've got a lot of nerves, a lot of adrenaline flowing in that back arm. So that's always a danger that you're going to over-cue a shot.
Perfect view of the arena. Standing room only. It has been since we started yesterday as well. 2 more sessions to go to.
Extension.
Saturday and Sunday. We're meant to finish Sunday night.
Yes, quite a hike from the reception here at the MGM Grand back to the conference rooms. Getting back to this, and tickets have been sold out for weeks. Another good shot, nicely controlled from Vandenberg.
He won't be concerned just yet because his team are 4-all and they've had a wonderful day, but in this match it's Vandenberg. They set the pace. Not really had a chance, has he, Johnny, in this match?
No, he was unlucky with the break that he scratched on Andy. And no, I mean, fair dues to Nick Vandenberg, though. Who would have expected this kind of form, given what he's shown us to this stage?
Totally agree. As it is, this goes down. He's 2 racks away from 5-4 Europe.
And he is definitely in control of the match. He knows it. The European fans know it. And of equal significance, Team USA know it. But Archer also knows it's been a great day for Team USA, regardless of this match. What a venue. What an event. For the 5th time we're in Las Vegas. Only once has Team Europe won this event on foreign soil. 2007, they lifted the crown back here at the MGM Grand.
Rack 6, USA to break.
America never easy to beat.
You take the extension
Not
off.
when they've got home ice. Big time for a perfect break now from the Scorpion. Oh, he hit that a little softer. Legal break, though. Got a ball down. Got the wing ball down, the 7. He's got a shot at the 1. Now, I don't know whether the 2 goes by the 4 into the corner pocket. If it doesn't...
I don't think it does.
I mean, certainly he's going to be queuing over the 2 to get to the 1 anyway. Yeah, I was commentating with Jerry Forsyth earlier, Andy, and the standard method of operation in pool, if the rewards aren't there, why take the risks?
Well, you can see he's queuing down at the cue ball, trying to drag it back. He wants that cue ball to stop, otherwise he's in trouble.
Well, he got a bit fortunate there. He got a little lucky. He's found the gap between the colors. Clear path to the 2. So now, if nothing else, he can maintain the initiative. He's showing you where he wants the 2 to travel. Going to try and take the cue ball up table.
Well, he's looking to place it behind. The boy's going to send the white off 2 cushions and try and sling it.
Try and find cover for both balls.
He's got to judge this absolutely perfectly, and on this table that will be some feat. There you go, just got the pace right. Very fast cloth out there, and as you quite rightly said earlier when you were talking to I think it was Jay, that the lights heat it up, the people in here as well change it. Very tough to judge.
Yeah, the rubber a little bit more responsive when it's warm.
Now he's looking here, he can't, as we look at it, he can't hit the left hand side
Extension.
of the 2 ball because the 9's in the way. So containing safety, and he's played that. Well, that's okay, that's good, it's still a snooker.
Or as they say in America, a hook. And Johnny's going to have to spin the cue ball a bit here to contact the 2. It's a big moment. Every shot under the magnifying glass right now.
Well, this is not easy. When you're playing the cue ball away from an object ball that's not in your line, there you go, it becomes such a difficult shot.
Ball in hand.
That was a very good defensive shot from Nick Vandenberg, and he's forced the mistake from Archer. And all 7 balls wide open.
Vandenberg may look cool, I can promise you his heart will be pounding. Huge opportunity to get to 5 here.
When players are under that much pressure, they hold their breath every time they pull the cue back and release it. And every time you hold your breath, you can hear your heart pounding. Perfect angle. He'll swing this around 3 cushions now. Play the 5 into the top left corner.
Good shot.
It doesn't look to have much angle. He would have liked a little, would have made position to the 6 a bit easier.
Can he draw the cue ball back?
Can, just means he's got to hit it, thump it with a little bit more speed than the natural angle would have allowed.
That's fine.
No dangers for Nick, though. That was a good safety. That was the feature in this rack.
The only problem here, these players think 2 or 3 shots in advance. Had he been straighter on this, he would have had a better shot to pot the 8 to get onto the 9. As it is, there's a bigger gap between the cue ball and the 8, which means he needs to do more work to get on the 9. Shouldn't be a problem. It just makes a difference not being as straight as you wanted.
Well, Mike Duchesne As Archer looks on, Mike Duchesne dismissed Ralph Souquet 6-1 in our first singles match on day 2. Wouldn't it be payback if Nick Vandenberg took Johnny Archer out by the same score?
He's played that absolutely perfectly. Great performance so far from Nick Vandenberg.
And you know, it was one he needed. And he's at the hill. 5-1. Johan and Darren delighted with the performance of Nick Vandenberg to this point. He's not there yet, and they won't count anything until the final ball has been hit. More action coming your way. Stay with us. It's a 5-1 European lead here. Match number 4, even though it's been all USA traffic to this point. There you can see what's happened on day 2. 4 days scheduled in the 18th Mosconi Cup. An event historically the Americans have owned. The power has changed in the last few years. It's gone across the Atlantic. Europe come in as favorites.
I tell you what, we saw some huge racks last night. This is without doubt the biggest rack for the Europeans so far.
Nick's hoping this is going to be the last break he plays. Don't know whether he can get through to this one. If he can't, the option of the push out. Didn't really hit that break with as much conviction as he hit a couple of the others.
No, that did surprise me. And you think when you've got a lead of four racks, you know you've got room to try things out, and I completely agree with you. But listen, the white ball's on the table, and it could have been a lot worse for Nick.
He's still got control, but he is pushing. Now this is an interesting little
Start the clock.
Dilemma that Archer faces. I can't tell whether or not Johnny can go with this one without the cue ball going into the side pocket. Tough to tell the angle. If he can, then Nick has really thrown the gauntlet down and left Archer kind of a 50-50 chance at this one.
Well, I think he intended for that cue ball to be tight on the cushion. Archer will fancy this. Great shot. What a great shot that was. And look at the cue ball, just perfect.
Now, Andy, if you're in Nick Vandenberg's chair and you're 5-1 in front, are you going to push out and give your opponent any chance at a shot?
Yeah, it was bizarre. As I say, he obviously wanted the white ball to be tight on the cushion, which it wasn't, but still, even if it had been tight on the cushion, it still would have been a chance for Johnny, and as it was, he took it, and he's still at the table.
And the problem ball is in the shape of the 7, the brown 7 next to the 9. That ball is not available. So Johnny now looking, that's what he's thinking about. Where does he want to leave the cue ball in knocking in this 4? The angle on the 6 that he may be able to take the cue ball into that 7. And he's got the perfect angle to do it. Play the 6 into the bottom left. Take the cue ball into the 7 and the 9.
I think he'll take the cue ball into the side cushion and come at it that way. You think he'll roll into them? I tend to agree with you now. I can see the way he's cueing. Yeah, that's just flicking the 9. Oh, he's missed the pot. He's taken his eye off the pot.
Concentrated too much on the billiard to open the 9 and the 7 up. And didn't focus on the primary objective. Just caught it a bit thick.
And he'll be
Extension.
gutted. Great chance for Archer there. And I wonder if that will be his last shot.
The Americans feeling every minute of pain that Archer is living. But I have to concur with you, Andy. I think that might be the last shot he's played in this match. One good positional shot now from the 7 to the 8. And Nick Vandenberg will have an emphatic win and will have stopped the American onslaught.
Yep, no heroics with the cue ball. Just pop this in, stun off the side cushion, up for the 8.
Charlie was hoping that America might have seen their first lead of the Mosconi Cup here in Vegas. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. The best they're going to hope for is a tie after day 2.
You and I said just before this match started that Vandenberg against Archer, your money will be on Archer. Didn't happen for him, did it? Wonderful performance from Nick Vandenberg.
Can't say enough for El Nino there. What a performance from the Dutchman. Nick Vandenberg, a 6-1 win over the Scorpion Johnny Archer. In Europe keeping their nose in front. 5-4 the overall score. One more match to play. Van Boning and Morris versus Suke and Melling. Lots of Mosconi action coming your way, folks. You don't want to miss it.
Welcome back to day 2 of the 18th Mosconi Cup. We have had absolutely everything today. And before Nick Vandenberg took to the stage, the only thing we hadn't had was a win for Europe. They'd lost the first 3. He's just pulled one back. Game of doubles left. As you can see, it's 4-5 to the defending champions. It's the race to 11. What does it mean to Nick Vandenberg? Look at that. Absolute delight. And a hug from the rest of his teammates. And even a bit of a jig as well. He'll be over the moon, we're showing that, and he's with me now. Congratulations, wonderful victory. What was your state of mind when you were coming out here? Because it had been an awful evening so far for Europe.
Yeah, it was awful. I mean, we wanted to go into the session, try to win the session, and then you come 3-0 down. So the only thing you can do is lose 3-2 at least. And yeah, when you're 3-0 down, you just try to give it your best. And I was in the zone from ball 1 and didn't make a mistake, or maybe I don't even remember. But yeah, it's tough when you lose three matches and you have to come up to make it 5-4 up or 5-4 down, and you play good and you win 6-1. Yeah, that's unbelievable. In my eyes, Johnny Archer was playing the best pool from the American team until now, but he didn't really get a chance. So yeah, I'm very happy how I played.
What's the mood like at the moment in the European camp? Because as you say, we had such a contrast between days. Yesterday, incredible. Today, appalling. So when you're stuck with the rest of your teammates before you come on, are heads down or people trying to be upbeat?
Yeah, we try to keep our heads up, of course. I must say the Americans are playing very good today, and yeah, rolls go up and down. Yesterday they went in our favor, and today a little bit in their favor with the break. But you got to keep fighting, and in the end we want to get on top.
When you see who you've got in the singles, do you alter your game whatsoever because you know you're playing someone like Johnny Archer, one of the game's greatest ever players? Is there anything you do differently to if you were playing, say, Rodney Morris?
Well, I think it's, for me personally, it's a good thing to play a very good player, because I know I can't make any mistake, and if you make a mistake, yeah, he will punish you. So yeah, I'm happy that I played one of the best players of that team, and yeah, all you can do is not miss balls and run out.
Okay, congratulations, well done. Just one more game left this evening for you, and when we come back, we'll see possibly another wonderful Mosconi moment. We'll see you in a sec. trying to make it. He's trying to make it. He did make it.
Listen to the crowd.
Where did that come from? Darren, you've done it again, buddy.
Everybody out of their seats. With a rabbit from a hat there, Jay.
He's been doing that for 4 days now.
The crowd will let you know the result there.
Going to the sideline.
What a performance from Dynamite Darren Appleton. How do you reply to that? You tip your cap and say, well played.
Welcome back to the 2011 Mosconi Cup. It's day 2. 4 matches so far, 3-1 the Americans lead on the night, 5-4 they trail overall. It's the race to 11, as you can see. 1 game left, Van Boning and Morris against Suke and Melling.
A very warm welcome back to the action that's coming to you live from the MGM Grand, Las Vegas. Matchroom Sport proudly present the PartyPoker.com Mosconi Cup. Coming to you live here on Sky Sports HD. Well, it's time now to meet our players. It's doubles action, and would you please welcome firstly, representing Team Europe, it's Chris Melling and Ralph Suke. And now, ladies and gentlemen, representing Team USA, would you please welcome the South Dakota Kid, Shane Van Boning, and Rocket Rodney Morris!
Last match of the day. Only 2 results possible. Will either be tied or Europe will have a 2-game margin, Jay. This one should be a banger.
Yeah, it should. USA really fought back from a dismal first day performance, and they're right back in the thick of things now.
Indeed they are. Rodney Morris coming up to do the lag for America. Ralph Suke for Europe.
I like this team, Van Boning and Morris. I think these guys are going to get along well and be good partners. Both of these players for the U.S. have won matches today. Both of the European players have lost matches today.
USA wins the lag.
And USA wins the lag. It appears that
first rack.
Rodney will do the
USA
breaking honors.
Break. Europe leads overall 5-4.
Ken Schumann is our referee.
Morris has made the 1 ball in the side pocket, but there's no legal break. Well, I guess there was. I didn't see 2 balls go past the head string, but Shane Van Boning now lining up the 2 ball.
Nice opening shot here.
Yeah, he left the rocket in perfect line.
Both these gentlemen are former U.S. Open champions.
This will be a very fast rack. Just not a lot of work to be done to get from any 1 ball to the next.
Jerry, you know the key rack is the first rack and the last one, so it's always good to get that first rack under your belt.
Rodney put Shane dead on the 6 ball.
Could the USA reverse the score from yesterday and win 4-1 today?
Well, I was talking to them during the break, and I can tell you that's certainly their plan. And are they enjoying today?
So are the fans. This has been an exciting day at the Mosconi Cup.
America takes first blood in the last match of the evening. Now leads 1-0.
Just a reminder, this is the last match of the day. The Mosconi Cup will pick up tomorrow, 7 p.m. UK time. We are racing to 11. First team to win 11 matches wins the Mosconi Cup.
Ken Schumann puts the diamond together for us. And the two Americans calmly await the outcome of the break when Ralph Souquet will come up for the break shot.
Rack number 2.
Here's what the fans see from their fantastic seats in this beautiful arena here at the MGM Grand.
You know, the balance of power worldwide has really shifted in pool the last few years. The U.S. was way ahead in the Mosconi Cup, Jerry. You know, the last 4 years, Europe has won 3 out of 4 years.
How well we know. One ball in the side. 2 ball sits and waits by the far corner
Start the
pocket.
clock.
This is a tough 2 ball, though. He's going to have to cue over the top of the 4 and cut the 2 pretty thin. Chris Melling's looking at it. He was responsible for that loss a couple matches ago where he was teamed with Darren Appleton. He missed a 4 ball in the case game. Very costly. Oh, no, he's got an open shot at this, too. No problem there.
And he's left Souquet where Souquet can put the 3 ball in the same pocket and come out 2 rails right between the 8 and the 6.
That 4 ball's pretty close up against the 9, though. This position's a little tricky right here.
Oh, he certainly never legislated to run into that ball.
Jerry, can he see enough of the 4 ball to make it? I think so.
He's cueing it quickly, so he must be.
Looks like the 6 ball helped him. Europe looks poised to win game number 2.
Souquet needs to come around the 9 ball, or at least just avoid it. Yeah, he's going to draw out in front of that 9 ball. No, he went around it.
Well done.
Just a stop shot would work.
You know, Jerry, in past Mosconi Cups, they're always talking about who's the weak link. I don't think either team has a weak link.
If so, he hasn't shown his faces yet. Still a lot of play left.
You know, I predicted all along this was going to be 11-10 or 11-9 at the end. There's been very few Mosconi Cups that have gone down to the final match, meaning 10-10. Nice shot here.
Whoa. Played with that side pocket. Teased it a bit. Souquet puts a mark on Europe's side of the board. We're tied at 1.
You know, Ralph plays faster when he's got a partner.
Thank you.
Yeah, he does. Could be that it helps keep his adrenaline in check as well. There's the 9 ball saying goodbye. Fist bump. and a little conversation between teammates. The Americans are ready. Shane Van Boening rises to the task.
Shane was partners with Johnny in the first match of the day, that all-important first match. They won it 6-5.
Rack 3, USA breaking. Match is tied 1 apiece.
One in the side.
9 in the side.
Shane pumps his fist on the table.
That's the first golden break I can remember this week.
I think so.
Take a look. 9 ball gets kicked into the side pocket by the 7 ball, and that is the quickest way to win a game. Moves the score line 2-1 in favor of USA. Now Chris Melling takes a little look at the rack. He'd like to have a 9 ball on the break of his own.
Europe is breaking. USA leads 2-1.
Yeah, he'd love to return the favor here.
He switched sides of the table on his break shot.
Ball down.
He's got the 9 ball rolling toward the pocket, but not with anywhere near the speed he needs.
This is a nice wide open break shot, Jerry.
Yeah. Take a look. 9 ball kicked toward the corner pocket, just not hard enough. Suke should be, yeah, I don't see anything to stop him either, Jay. I fully expect them to get through this rack.
Yeah, he doesn't really have to go up and down table much here, either player. All the balls are pretty close together. Probably just roll forward here for the 3 ball. Yeah, just like that. He's got the choice of 4 pockets to play this 4 ball in.
Yeah, he just has to decide which one he wishes to so he can play position on it.
Chris looks like he's going in the side pocket here with the 4.
Oh, and he left Suke on the 50-yard line.
That's a little more angle than he wanted to give him.
Quite a bit more.
Ralph's got some work to do.
He doesn't look concerned, however. He'll avoid the 8 ball by coming around 2 rails.
Wow, that was nicely done there. That's good. That's good. Nothing wrong with that shot.
Nothing at all. Melling now 6 ball in the corner, then back and forth across the table for the 8.
Well done.
No safety battles yet.
No. You know, his nickname is the Kaiser, but to me, he's Mr. Cool. I never see this guy flustered.
Nope. Only time I ever saw him upset was when he came in second at the World 9-Ball Championship years and years and years ago.
He was crying.
Yes, he was. We are tied at 2. Europe and USA, 2 up. We are knotted. Right now, we're going to take a little break, but we'll be right back with more action from Las Vegas. Welcome back to where it's all happening. The pit
The match is tied
in the MGM Grand where the Mosconi Cup is underway. And Rodney Morris about to lay these balls apart. And watch out, it's a scratch. Oh, boy, that cue ball has been finding the side pocket on the break today quite often.
Start the clock.
There we go. Cue ball disappears and advantage Europe.
Now, why is Ralph putting the cue ball behind the two there?
Well, the Americans are on one foul. He may think that he's in a situation here where he can 3-foul this game. For those of you who are not 9-ball aficionados, if you 3-foul your opponent, you win the game. If you make him commit 3 fouls in a row.
He might be shooting a 3-ball combination here to get that 3 out of the way. Yeah. 2-6-3 in the corner pocket. Let's see.
Oh, be darned. Jay, when you called that, I thought you were crazy. That was very, very brave because there's distance between these balls. Courage of a lion.
By doing that 3-ball combination, Jerry, he opened the rack wide up.
Yes, he did. Now every ball's got a home to go to. Go to sleep, little 4-ball.
Jerry, we're going to put you to sleep after this match.
Hey, we're allowed to have fun too, Jay. The fans are certainly having a ball. Why shouldn't we?
I'm always having fun when I'm at the Mosconi Cup.
This is going to be a heck of a draw shot. No, he chooses to punch it out instead. And that's a hard shot to control the speed of.
He went too far. He forgot to pull the reins back on that cue ball. He let it go.
Well, when the object ball takes that much of the speed off of a cue ball, you've got to punch it, and it's just so hard to predict. Didn't want to leave the man too long. Instead, he left him too short.
He's trying to cut this ball in. Got to turn the cue ball loose.
Huge shot for Team Europe, and look at this. He's going to come out right in line. A brilliant, brilliant cue action from Chris Melling.
Yeah, he bailed Ralph out there.
Used all of the side, all of the corner pocket here. You can see it hits the facing first, but it goes in.
Bye-bye, Mr. Black. And 99-9.
And with that rack down, Europe enjoys a 1-rack lead, 3-2. America really, really wants this match so that they can go to bed tonight tied. They would feel like they were in the lead if they did.
You know, Jerry, no matter what, this was America. Here's that good shot. What a beauty. What a beauty.
You know, with them being that close to the ball, that was quite an aim.
Using the bridge, too. What I was saying, Jerry, is no matter what, Team USA has got to feel a lot better, regardless of how this match turns out today, than they did yesterday. I mean, they were down in the dumps yesterday.
They lead 3 games to 2.
Well, they aren't today. They are charged up. Advantage heavily in Europe's court right now with a lead and the break. Three balls down. One ball is up close to the cue ball, but it's going to be a shot into a blind pocket. Take another look at the break shot. You see that the cue ball actually kicks the 3 ball into the side pocket. Otherwise, that would have been a dry break. So a bit of good fortune for Europe.
He's got a pretty good angle from the 1 to get over for the 2. The tricky ball here is going to be that 4 ball, which is snuggled up close to the 9 ball. This is nice.
He is straight.
Ralph wants to roll down slowly and shoot the 4 in the other corner pocket. This takes perfect speed control.
And then getting from the 4 to the 5 is made difficult because of the position of the 9 ball.
Very well done.
He's covered that problem by giving the angle away from the 9. Four ball down.
You know, he left a pretty big angle on this 5. I think Ralph's going to have to go 3 rails around the table and miss the 9 ball to get position on the 6. This is a very difficult shot here to play position.
Yeah, the key is to just give that 9 ball lots of shoulder room. Oh,
wow.
We went the other way.
Boy, Ralph put a big stroke on that ball.
That shot scares a lot of players because the side pocket is so big when you're coming at it from that angle. This is just a pool exhibition by Europe right now.
We've seen good pool all day today, Jerry.
All day. You know, the Americans aren't worried a bit. They're saying, go ahead, play your rack. Let us know when it's our turn. We'll show you how to do it.
And that'll just about do it. Rack 6.
Suke to finish the job. It's a race to 6. Europe currently leads 4 racks to 2. And Team Europe comes out to spur on their horses. And here come the chants of the crowd.
Yeah, the European crowd's kind of woke up now.
Yeah, the crowd has really been treated to a great display today. A fantastic comeback from Team USA.
You know, Jerry, I'm going to tell you an interesting statistic. In 17 previous Mosconi Cups, there has never been one that's gone hill-hill. That's been decided by the final match. Now, there was a tie. In 2006, they tied 12-12, but every other Mosconi Cup has been decided by 2 games or more. Wonder if this will be the year.
Certainly appears headed that way.
Rack 7, USA breaking. Europe leads 4 racks
Van
to
Boning,
2.
normally one of the best breakers in the world. The break has been a bit haunting on him this week. See how this one turns out.
Still using that soft break.
The side pocket denies the 1 ball.
Nothing down. That's an empty
Illegal
break.
Europe has the option.
It was also an illegal break. We did not get 3 balls past the head string, so Europe has an option here.
I think there's a little window between the 7 and 9 where they can hit the 1 ball. Am I right, Jerry? Can you see it?
I believe you're right.
If they can hit it, they'll shoot it. Team Europe will take this shot.
Oh, you better believe if they can see that 1 ball, they can make that 1 ball.
Ralph puts his dead-eye partner in there. Yeah, there's room. There's definitely room. Difficult shot, though. You know, if he makes this rack's wide open.
As long as he doesn't overcook it.
He's going to let Ralph shoot it.
That's the thing to do. If you don't like the feel of it, put a man in there who likes the feel of anything he can see on a pool table.
Yeah, the incoming team can pick whichever player they want to start the rack.
I don't think it's the shot that bothers him so much as the speed.
There it goes.
Yeah, but watch the speed. See, that's the problem with this shot.
He's hooked on the 6 and 7 balls. I don't think Chris can see this shot.
Chris asking for advice.
What he'd like to do here is kick softly into the 2, send the 2 past the 8, and leave the cue ball behind the 8. Very delicate shot.
That's what he'd like to do, but wow, what a tall order.
You got to hit it perfect. It's going to be slow. Watch this. Watch this.
So he did a great shot from Chris.
Wonderful execution.
Team Europe likes it. Chris Melling likes it. I don't think this man does. But, you know, no matter what happens in this rack, in this match, Team USA has to be awfully happy about the results of today. Oh, Morris tried to twist that cue ball around with the masse and winds up scratching and giving ball in hand to Ralph Souquet.
Team Europe. Now this one I'm frankly surprised. Why play a combination here? This really makes no sense to me.
I don't know.
He didn't have to do that.
No, he didn't.
The 5 wasn't blocking anything. That's strange, but far be it from me to question Ralph Souquet. Meanwhile, they're looking like they're getting ready to go on the hill here in this match. I have to ask Ralph after this match why he played that combination.
Souquet babies the 3 into the side pocket.
I think Chris would like to get pretty straight on this 6 ball. He's good here. Ralph can hit it softly and give Chris a shot at the 7 on the side or come around it. He might just kill the ball. Let's see. No, he went around it. Don't want it. Ooh, he didn't want to hit that 8 ball. He got a little lucky there.
He got more than a little lucky there. That could have been tragic.
Europe is firmly in control here.
This 9 ball for Europe to go on the hill. He's done it. Chris Melling has put Team Europe on the hill. They are 1 rack away from going to bed tonight with a 2-point lead. You can see Rodney Morris, Shane Van Boening beginning to get a bit concerned about this result. Well,
nice recovery by Team Europe today. I mean, they were bleeding pretty profusely after losing those first 3 matches, and winning these last 2 is going to make them feel a lot better.
That shows you the stamina of champions. I mean, America just got mashed yesterday, came right back today. Europe was mashed earlier this evening. They're coming right back. You can never get these folks down. I mean, Jay, over our history, how many times have we seen great players come back from huge deficits?
Too many times. Team Europe to break here.
Rack number
They got
8.
a chance to close
Team
this
Europe
match
is
out.
breaking. They lead 5 racks to 2.
Yep, a nice open spread now would just about seal the deal.
Chris asks referee Ken Schumann to please re-rack the balls.
Good humor now in the European corner. Melling to take another stare at this.
Can they close out the match right here?
Anything go down? I didn't hear anything.
Not yet. Not yet. And
illegal break. USA
illegal
has
break.
the option.
Shane immediately says, let him
Pass
take
back
it.
to Europe.
That was an illegal break. America
I
had
think it's
the
you.
option, and they
Ralph's-
are going to
Ralph's
put
play,
Team
right?
Europe
Yeah.
back in. Now, Ken's looking for confirmation that this was an illegal break, but we can confirm that it was indeed.
Only 2 balls went past the head string. The head string is that second diamond where they break from. The 8 ball didn't cross the line.
The idea here is that America is now giving Team Europe the opportunity to make the first mistake.
Well, they got to push out here. There's no shot at the 1.
You know, I think I might push out behind that 8 for a jump shot.
That's possible. This is the one situation where a player gets to shoot twice. The guy that pushes out, if the team passes back to him, he will shoot again. Yeah, he's... No, he decided to push out and leave distance, but you know what? That's not enough distance. He did not. He wanted to go down close to the end rail.
Why would you challenge a player like Shane Van Boening with that shot?
Well, he just didn't go far. He wanted to be down in front of the corner pocket. This is. Meanwhile, if Shane can make this 1 ball, the 2's wide open in the side.
Extension.
This was a failed push out by Ralph Souquet.
And Souquet, that's about as flustered as you will ever see him. He must be simply seething inside. Wow. Well, I guess that's why you give Shane Van Boening that challenge. And now, things are looking very good for Team Europe.
You noticed how long Shane stayed down on that shot? He just wasn't comfortable. Missed it badly.
Well, it was such a key shot. I mean, how big is this rack for America? Souquet.
I don't think Team USA will come back to the table, Jerry.
Well, their only hope is that these balls are awfully close together, all in the center of the table. There's some traffic to clear, but I agree with you.
Yeah, the 4 goes in the side.
Yeah, 4's got a pocket.
I don't see any problems here.
Europeans can give all of these balls their marching orders.
Looks like Ralph knew what he was doing, challenging Shane. I think Shane was surprised to have that shot. Just did not handle it well.
Shane very disappointed in himself, but he's not the type to dwell on it.
This is the last match of the day. We'll pick up tomorrow at 7 p.m. UK time. 5 more matches tomorrow.
Souquet now with the last tough shot of this rack, and that's not that tough. He's just got to get shape on the 7.
Nice touch there by Ralph. Chris will just slide this cue ball back up towards the 8, just like that. Well done. Perfect angle. Europe about to take a 2-game lead in this match. They'll be ahead 6-4 going into day 3.
Suke leaves Melling straight in.
Timeout. Extension.
Well, Europe got their engine started late today, but once they did, they rolled on down the road in fine order. They go to bed tonight with a 6-4 lead after day 2 of the Mosconi Cup here in Las Vegas, Nevada. What a day this has been. Right now, we're going to go to Andy Goldstein, and we will be seeing you again tomorrow here in the ComBox.
Yeah, a wonderful day in the end for Team Europe. It didn't start off well at all for them, did it? They lost the first 3 matches. Van Boning and Archer just nicking it by the odd rack against Vandenberg and Niels Fayen. And then Mike Duchesne come on and blew Ralph Suke off the blade, didn't he? And then another tight one as well. Sean Putnam and the Rocket Rodney Morris. Lots of controversy in that match against Appleton and Melling. Then it all started to turn around. Johnny Archer, the Scorpion, you'd have bet your house. You'd have bet your house on Johnny Archer winning, but 6-1 he got beat by Nick Vandenberg, and we have just seen Shane Van Boning and Rodney Morris lose to Ralph Suke and Chris Melling, which means at the end of the second day's play, USA trailing by 2 points, 6-4 Europe lead, and need just 5 more points.